Hello, we are the Different Blokes, and we are back for our news review this week. Hopefully fun news review, but we never know.
Good afternoon.
So, we'll get straight into it, shall we?
Yeah.
What's your number one, Mick?
Right, okay, number one. Have you seen on good news from Miss Britney Spears? The courts in America, they've actually said, okay, no one's going to look after you. You can have your money, you can do exactly as you like. And so you should. Good on you, young lady.
Yeah.
So,
Is it after 13 years, that?
13 years of people robbing, well, I'm not going to say robbing and stealing, but controlling her finances when she doesn't need to.
Yeah.
She wanted a baby and everything like that, wouldn't let her have it, so now you've got your own life. Good on you, make the most of it, love.
Yeah, absolutely. I know there were huge crowds, weren't there?
Yeah.
Outside. Right, well, my number one is, there's a place called Cannock Chase in the UK, which is close to Birmingham. Big woodland area. Anyway, it's made the news because apparently a Bigfoot has been spotted there, and it's made the news, and there's apparently giant footprints a lot, and there's other evidence now to suggest that something not quite human and on a lot larger scale is living there, and there's apparently been sightings of Bigfoot. Mick, have you heard about this?
I've been through Cannock Chase quite a lot, and I think that it would be very well documented if it was from there. They'd all be out there going, "Oh, right, come on, let's go and have that one over there." I've not heard about this, but
I'm dubious.
Cannock Chase,
we'll put it that way.
Cannock Chase. It could be just a really tall fella who's drunk.
Yeah.
I've got a mate who's nearly 7 foot tall, but in this country there would have been one sighted earlier.
I think
it's
so. Cannock Chase.
I'm not going to put a lot of credence in that one.
Yeah, no.
I'm going to shoot that one down.
Number two, Mick, for you.
Number two, right. SpaceX. I like to keep up in touch with SpaceX. Right, so SpaceX, fantastic over the Gulf of Mexico this week. About 4 or 5 days ago it was. One of the missions was coming back down, and it was an absolutely beautiful shot, like a beautiful sight. Sorry, a shooting star coming down. Absolutely exceptional show for everyone watching. That one was. So they've been up there 200 days.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So good on you, SpaceX again.
Well, I'll switch my number 2 and 3 then, because my number 3 is space as well.
No, go for it.
So Jeff Bezos has said that his prediction for future, obviously we know about COP26 and all that, but he suggests that in future humans will actually only visit Earth for holidays, and that we will be living in space, and that's his prediction.
Okay, right, fair enough. So yeah, where do you want to go? I mean, you never know, because Salou could be the top resort.
Well, I mean, where would you go if you were visiting Earth on holiday? Where would you go?
There'd be a lot of, I don't know, but there's a lot of places I won't go.
Well, yeah, true.
Right, anyway, yeah, okay, so that's another one, yeah. Right, people I've got here now. Right, it's on a serious note, and we normally ban this topic, but no. I'm just going to throw a quick question in. I'm not going to say anything about it. I'm just going to make an observation, right, about the undescribable. My personal view, only my personal view, is pretty disgusted with the fella in government saying that all the nurses should have to have an injection. The nurses saved my life. They're angels in my eyes, and they should be given the choice of whether they want the injection or not. That's free rights. And the question is, if it's such a good thing to have these injections, why are like 50% of the medical staff not having them? They're in the know, we're not. So there you go. Nice, really puzzling question.
Anyway, I'll move on there. I'm going to change completely now. Change tact. So,
okay.
Again, if you're watching this from anywhere else except the UK, there's a place called Teesside, which is in the northeast. I believe you know that area.
It is, yeah.
And a bar owner has complained because outside his bar, 3 giant stone penises have been stolen. Now, these are apparently 4 foot in height, and he's previously been told to remove them and been given a fine by the council.
Okay.
He's refused to do so, and now apparently they've gone missing. And the way it was actually put up in in the local newspaper, they've actually described it as a local cock-up.
Well, yeah, they would do, yes.
They would. So, but apparently this is now being being moved on, and on social media, there's now a Free Willy campaign.
Yeah, absolutely,
to try,
yes. Yeah,
and to get these back. Yeah, so that's what's made the news.
We know that sooner or later they're going to appear in very suspicious places. So I'm so used to
I think there's going to be
that
one outside
area
a clinic.
and the mentality. They're going to have a laugh with this one. They're going to appear in most bizarre places.
We want at a clinic, surely.
So yeah, we want at the local clap clinic or something like that. But what we're saying to you is return them, but return them with
grace.
With grace. With grace. Make sure everyone knows you're returning them.
Yeah, right, okay, so that was it. I thought, went for a bit of a humorous take, but they've all made the news this week.
I know that in Mansfield, a large hole has appeared in the road, and the police have gone there already, and they've actually commented on it, and they've said, yes, it's a very large hole, and they will be looking into it.
Are the penises there?
Right.
Anyway, sorry about that. Sorry. Right, on to sport.
Didn't get that one, did you?
I did get that one.
Then you try to double into...
I'm moving on.
Anyway, moving on.
In sport this week, it's been the Cricket T20 World Cup, which is basically they have 20 overs each, and they've got to score as many runs as they can.
Okay.
For the traditional cricket fans, cricket's been long and boring, and it takes place over 4 or 5 days.
Right.
This is very modern. It's done within an evening. And to be fair, it's quite good fun. Really quick paced. Anyway, England got knocked out in the semi-finals despite being the favourites for the tournament. But in that game, we got beat by New Zealand. And it's New Zealand-Australia in the final. But one of their players, Devon Conway, what a hero, decided that he got bowled out, got annoyed, punched his bat, and now he's hurt his hand and can't play in the final. So... there's a name for people like that, isn't there?
Wally. Wally.
Yeah, you made a final and you can't play because you decided to punch your bat. So excellent. The other little bit of news comes from horse racing, which was Cheltenham. Now we all hear the phrase "it's a 2-horse race."
Yep.
Now there was actually a 2-horse race at Cheltenham due to. People can't get their COVID teams, etc. And it was basically criticised to the max. Cheltenham, people were telling them to cancel it, sponsors. Anyway, it turned out to be the most entertaining race of the weekend. So 2.5 miles it was, the race. And at the penultimate fence, so the second to last, both riders fell. Well, actually, I'll rephrase. Both horses fell. Now, the favourite, which was Harry Skelton on My Drogo, he came off. And Rachel Blackmore, who was on a horse called Gin on Lime, she was the one who won the...
Okay, carry on.
She managed to stay up and she won the race while just being the only horse left. And it's been called the most dramatic race of the year. And it is a big hit, and it's actually a game blown up on social media. Watch the clips. So, weird and wonderful. Right, we're on to the weather.
The weather today is really nice. You know, it's Sunday, and it's a very nice day. And I am going to obviously remind everybody it is Remembrance Sunday, so hence Poppy. You forgot it. So it's been a lovely day for the old soldiers to go out. I was there at 11 o'clock this morning as well, doing my bits. So I hope you have a lovely day for everybody who's I know it's not a very good thing to remember, but Remembrance Day is always good. It helps all soldiers if it's a nice day as well. I noticed the Queen was out there this morning as well, although she wasn't feeling very well, did her bit. So the weather as a whole this week, it's going to get cold. It's going to get cold.
It's supposed to be snowing next weekend, if you believe it.
And what did I say 3 weeks ago? Yeah. I'd like to say a week before all the big news channels actually got hold of it, I predicted snow for the end of November.
So on that note then, if it's snowing and we're all stuck in...
It's going to be cold.
It's going to...
If sun comes out, as I always say, sun comes out, make the most of it, because everyone's forecasting bad weather.
Well, if we're all snowed in, it's going to lead us on to films. So
films,
I'll quickly list the films that are out this week. One called Belfast, Love is Love is Love, Home Sweet Home Alone, which that sounds like Home Alone remake, Mayor Pete, TikTok Boom, and the one that I'll probably recommend is Red Notice. Again, it's Ryan Reynolds, who you like, we know that. It's got The Rock in there, and it's apparently a bit of a spoof movie, but supposed to be quite funny. So that would be my recommendation. That's what I'm going to watch. Over to you, Mick.
Okay, Red Notice. I've already watched it.
There you go.
And it's a 5-star. Yeah, absolutely good. Really good fun. Maybe not as a big screen cinema job, but it's very nice. Very good film. Very good pace on it. Everything like that. Good comic bits from The Rock and everyone. Very nice. Also, 10 Rings. Another one. However, this is Marvel. 10 Rings. It's not as marvellous as Marvel as you would normally expect. So, only my personal opinion, it's going to be a 4 out of 5. Marvel's normally 5s, but this one it just seems off tilt to Marvel. Okay, but there are there's Easter eggs in there as well, and there's other characters from the other Marvel's films as well. And finally, we've got Jungle Cruise. Been busy week this week. Jungle Cruise, absolutely for the kids. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
5 out of 5. 10 out of 10. For Jungle Cruise.
Been out a couple of months now, hasn't it? With Emily Blunt and The Rock.
Week.
Jungle Cruise.
Yep.
It's been out a while.
The Rock.
I watched it about 3 months ago.
Yeah, not on my telly, it wasn't.
I have seen that one.
On Disney Channel. Yeah, on Disney Channel.
Yeah.
Came on yesterday. I watched that last night, and it's all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good fun. Good fun.
It's definitely been out a while. I know that
could
because
do with a little bit more humour in it, but but it was good, and it's going to occupy the kids.
Because we've actually mentioned it on this before.
We have, yeah. So, but I haven't watched it at that point. No,
right.
I have.
On to the grumble of the week. Is it you?
Grumble of the week.
Okay.
Right, sorry, I'm going to put you through it. We were saying it's a continuation grumble. All heck is firing in 10 Downing Street and everywhere like that. They're all at it apparently, getting this money left, right, and centre. The SNP is now involved. The Libs are involved. Labour, you name it. They're all taking money left, right, and centre. Stop it. One job. You have one job to be an MP. If you're going to have jobs with doing something else, it means you're not committing to what you were hired for, MP. So if you're not doing that, any other job, you'd be sacked. So I'm calling for the MPs to be sacked. If you've got outside interests, bar an MP, you should be sacked. Because it means you aren't giving 100% to the job you've been taking on. There you go. Boom.
On that note, thank you for watching.
Thank you very much.
And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching the fun news. See you later. Bye-bye.
Ciao.